Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Annie Brooking. I'm the CEO of BACTEST, and I'm going to talk to you today about our second product, which is called Shepherd. Shepherd is actually protected by 7 patents, and Marks & Clark are our patent agents.
Oh, there you go.
This is about energy and about saving energy, and I'm going to talk to you about activated sludge. And for those of you who don't know what that is, it is, in fact, sewage with the lumps taken out. There's really no polite way to talk about these things, so bear with me. Believe it or not, this country spends 2% of all of the electricity that we generate pumping air into activated sludge. And the reason we do that is that there isn't a test, a quick test, that will tell us whether or not we are pumping too much air into activated sludge. But the reason we do that is if the food to biomass ratio in the activated sludge is not optimal and the plant fails, it's a very, very expensive process, and you have to start shipping sewage around from place to place. We have one product on the market now called Speedy Breedy, which is a respirometer. And when we met with Anglian Water several years ago, they thought Speedy Breedy was very interesting and said, but could you use that same technology to measure what's going on in an activated sludge plant? And we decided that we could, and we set about doing that. There is a test for testing the health of activated sludge, and it's called BOD5. And the reason it's called BOD5 is because it takes five days just to do the test, and more days, of course, to get the results back. It only takes 6 hours for activated sludge to go from the beginning of the process to the end of the process. So, of course, the BOD5 test is useless in an operational capacity. And so we set up ourselves the challenge of doing a fast BOD5 proxy, which we have done. So our solution is a product which is called Shepherd. It's called Shepherd because the biological material in activated sludge is called flock. And so it's Shepherd managing the flock. If you were a wastewater audience, this is very funny. Yeah. Thank you. And if you look at this graph here, which is a real graph of Shepherd over a period of 5 months, those arrows that are pointing to the gaps in there are, in fact, wasted money because the plant was over-aerating. And so what we can do now is run a 60-minute test which tells the plant how much they should be aerating. I'm not going to go into the principles of respirometry, but what you can see here are 2 systems. The one which is a triangle, a pyramid, in fact, is our alpha system. And the guy which is next door is actually the real product, but because we did these slides a few weeks ago, you can't see the real product, which doesn't look like Robbie the Robot from Forbidden Planet, because it's got all the branding on the outside. And what's happening is these guys are floating in the activated sludge lane. They are connected to a computer system. And I'm a computer scientist, by the way, and what we're doing here is we're marrying together computer science and microbiology. That's what our company does. So the readings are taken from the activated sludge lane, and with an umbilical, they are connected to a computer at the side. The computer is transmitting that data up into the cloud. And also, if you look at the traffic light picture here, that's by the side of the lane, so that plant operators can have an immediate advice on whether or not they should turn the blowers up or turn the blowers down. The screen underneath that is a dashboard application. So now if you imagine you're at Anglian Water, where our test bed is actually, you could be monitoring the plants without ever having to go to them. In addition, what Shepherd also does is it can send you every hour an email which tells you the health of the activated sludge plant. Now, quite a lot of these activated sludge plants are in very remote places, and so they don't have staff. So this would mean that the staff wouldn't have to go and take a look at the plant unless they actually got an email saying, you've got a problem there. And I have to say that in the time that our system has been on the activated sludge plant, we managed to identify a toxic event within 24 hours, and we've also identified 4 or 5 breaches of consent. I want to say one more thing, even though I've been told to stop. I think the features and benefits of this, which is my last slide, are in fact pretty obvious, I hope. But one of the things I really love about this particular product is our business model. Those of you who have worked with water companies will know that selling anything to a water company is a nightmare, and they always want to trial it for months and months and months. We've managed to make that problem go away by teaming up with a company called Decarbon, who will buy Shepherd from us and deploy it onto the water company site in return for sharing of the finance which is saved by energy reduction. That's it.
Thank you.